Have you ever wondered if it's possible to have everything you're supposed to want, the amazing degree, the high-powered job, the fancy car, and still feel, well, completely empty? Today, we're going to dive deep into that exact feeling, using Gaur Gopal Das's incredible book, Life's Amazing Secrets, and the story of a guy who had it all, except for the one thing that really mattered: happiness.
This isn't some new age idea. We're talking ancient wisdom here. The philosopher Democritus said this thousands of years ago. And yet, here we are, still struggling with it. So if a luxury car and a corner office aren't the answer, what is? That's really the big question we're tackling here.
To really get this, we need to meet a man named Harry. Now, on the surface, Harry is the poster child for modern success. He's exactly the kind of person we're all told we should strive to be.
I mean, just look at this list, right? It's like the ultimate success checklist. A Harvard MBA, a director at a huge company, a swanky apartment, and of course, the shiny Lexus. By every single external measure, Harry has totally made it. He's ticked every box.
But the whole story shifts because of something so simple, so mundane. After a nice lunch, Harry starts panicking. Why? He can't find his car keys. This tiny moment of forgetfulness reminds the author of a time his friends climbed 18 flights of stairs only to realize, yep, they'd left the hotel key downstairs.
So the author uses this little story to pay Harry a compliment. He says, "You've climbed so high, but it's great you haven't forgotten the keys to your own happiness." Now, you'd think that's a nice thing to hear, right? But instead, just a heavy, awkward silence. That compliment didn't land. It hit a nerve.
And that awkward feeling just gets bigger. They get in the car and bam, they're immediately gridlocked in one of those insane Mumbai traffic jams. And this traffic jam, it becomes this perfect, powerful metaphor for what's about to happen. It's where Harry's shiny, successful outside world just collides with his internal crisis.
So there he is, trapped inside his expensive Lexus, not moving an inch, and he just cracks. He screams it out. Why do I feel so stuck? And of course, he's not talking about the traffic. He's talking about his entire life. The ultimate symbol of his freedom and success has literally become a cage.
And then, oh man, the truth just starts pouring out. It all started with his career. He never even wanted to be an engineer. He only did it to make his parents happy, who were, in his own words, living their ambitions through me. He'd been walking a path that was never his to begin with.
And it doesn't stop there. Next, he opens up about his marriage. Something that started as love at first sight back at Harvard is now just falling apart. All the stress and the crazy long hours from a job he doesn't even like have poisoned the one relationship that was supposed to be his safe place.
And this is the final gut punch. I do not like my work, and I don't look forward to being at home. He has no escape, no comfort anywhere. He has all the stuff, all the status, but he feels totally, completely alone. He achieved the dream, and it turned out to be a nightmare. So, how do you even begin to fix a life that's gone so wrong? Well, the book gives us this really simple but honestly brilliant framework. It asks you to think of your life as a car. And for any car to have a smooth ride, it needs to be balanced. See, this car of life runs on 4 wheels: your personal life, your relationships, your work, and your social contribution. It makes perfect sense, right? If even one of those wheels is flat or out of alignment, the whole journey feels bumpy and awful, and you just feel stuck, exactly like Harry in that traffic jam.
But here's the catch. Having 4 aligned wheels isn't quite enough. You also need the right amount of air in the tires. And in this analogy, our attitude, that's the air pressure. If you have a negative, ungrateful attitude, it's like you're deflating all 4 tires at once. The whole journey just grinds to a halt. Okay, so to fix the car, you've got to start with that first wheel, your personal life. And the way you inflate that tire, the way you build up that positive attitude, is through one single fundamental practice, and that is gratitude.
The author uses this amazing analogy. Think about it. When a tiny little cumin seed gets stuck between your teeth, what does your tongue do? It completely ignores the 31 other perfectly healthy teeth and obsesses over that one tiny insignificant problem. Well, our minds do the exact same thing. We ignore countless good things in our lives to focus on the 1 or 2 things that are going wrong. And that realization leads to this huge shift in thinking. We usually think that once we're happy, then we'll be grateful. But the book argues it's the complete opposite. It's the grateful people who end up being happy. Gratitude isn't the result of happiness, it's the path that gets you there.
So, if gratitude is the answer, how in the world do we actually practice it when our lives are so busy? The book makes a great point that our constant hustle makes us blind to the beauty that's literally right in front of us. So the very first step is just learning how to press pause.
There was this fascinating real-world experiment that just proves this point perfectly. The world-famous violinist Joshua Bell. He took his $3.5 million violin and played for 45 minutes in a packed Washington, D.C. metro station during rush hour. How much money do you think he made? A measly $32.
I mean, just look at these numbers. It's wild. Over 1,000 people walked right past him. Only seven actually stopped to listen. They were all so caught up in getting to where they were going that they completely missed a free, world-class concert. It really makes you ask yourself, what beautiful music am I walking past every single day?
So the solution isn't just to kind of feel grateful sometimes, it's about actively practicing it. The book suggests a really powerful and simple tool, a daily gratitude log. It's built on 3 easy steps. First, recognize the good things. Just notice them. Second, remember them. Don't just make a list. Really feel that thank you. And finally, reciprocate. Live that gratitude through what you do.
And really, that's the thought I want to leave you with. In this big race to climb the ladder of success, it is so easy to forget the keys to our own happiness. We get so focused on where we're going that we completely miss the beautiful music playing all around us on the journey. So the real question isn't just about what those people in the metro station missed. It's about us. If you don't press pause, what else are you missing?